Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the SMU Mustangs offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the catch. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Another first down.
Off play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rasmussen. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the win.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
So Eastern Michigan's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. He's at touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Plucks it out of the air. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Makes a connection. Flying down the right side. He's at the touchdown, SMU. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Pena. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the run, it's long. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Eagle! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offside.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. Took care of it himself. There he goes. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. And he will house it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 14 to UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Leads it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Finley. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offense.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
At the 31-yard line. And that's a first down.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Might be changing the route. Holds and fires complete to the right. Wide open spaces. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm.
Touchdown, Eagles! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. All even up after that one, basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense, back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point is good. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. The throw. He's got him. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Rasmussen. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the grab. It's John. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for room. It's John. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Pena. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
And the Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. On target to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that is a perfect...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
27, SMU, 21.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He smashes his way through again. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically...
Turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Eagles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Pena. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw again. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! And they'll try to tack on 2. Wide receiver going in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's long. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you... drive together. This is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Pena. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the route.
There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll start this drive firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get...
Makes the grab on the big throw. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rasmussen. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Defense wants to bring the heat. He wants to throw it again. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Texas A&M. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the 1st down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you've got to throw it down the field to get back in this game.
The Mustangs are flying down the field.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's reeled in. It's Pena. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Breaks into the open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Pena. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Nice move there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback adapted. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Third down coming up.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab on the right. And just like that, with the big play, they're set up as he goes out of bounds at the 18. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It comes down to this now. One final play to win it. This ball has got to get in the end zone somehow, some way. Who's going to step up?
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure.